Alrighty, guys. Welcome back to another episode of Scrotitis Plays Minecraft. How you guys doing? We're looking over there at our golem, iron golem crusher, and just some plans I want to do with it. Maybe build up those pillars on the sides. A little wraparound down below here. We've just been experimenting with ways to get around and be safe while I go AFK and let the iron farm do its job. So I built this little staircase up from our alchemy labs, and it actually puts me on top of the skeleton spawner waterways. Had a little dirt protection, but that's going to go bye-bye. We need a more permanent solution for that. So let's go ahead and head down these steps, and we will look into what today's episode is going to... Actually, you know what? Let's go jump up here real quick and see how our production's doing on the iron golem. Oh, come on. The production here is on our iron golem crusher. Now, this is just one spawning pad, but we've already come up with a whole stack of iron blocks, and then I have more in my inventory that we're going to be using today. All right, so now let's head back down, and we'll get into what today's episode... You hear him, guys? I wanted to let you guys know, that was a little surprise, I am updated to 161, and we're going to be going for horses soon, and that's the direction I believe that we need to go. Yeah, that's going to be away from spawn. That should be ungenerated land, and hopefully we can find some horses out there. I do know that there's about a Brazilian... horse Minecraft videos out there now. Everybody's doing it, so I won't cover it in an episode, but I will be going adventuring sooner or later. So let's get to chopping down some of these trees, because today's episode is going to be automated tree factory. All right, guys, so we got a lot of our wood. Actually, we got all of our wood cleared out, and we got supplies necessary for our farm. Now, check it out, guys. All cleared out except for those tall ones. I'll get to them eventually, but we won't have to worry about those once we have this up and running. Okay, so let's see here. We got some wood. We need... I like using the spruce wood as a building material. So let's go ahead and lay down a base first for our spawning pad. Or not spawning pad. For our tree farm. There we go. All right. And we need to clear some of these out, because obviously trees don't grow on wood. They grow on dirt. So actually, let's steal a bit of dirt from down here. We're going to need it. And I guess I actually had a good bit of dirt in the inventory, so we didn't need that. Anyway, let's go ahead and throw this down. 1, 2, 3. That ought to do that. I want to sort of feel through this with you guys. I have a general idea as to what I want to do, but I think it's fun to build some, and then we'll do increments. I'll do some off-camera work and whatnot. So here's our dispenser, and this is key because this is going to be what is feeding our tree with our bone meal. Now, we've got plenty of bones down below, because if you guys don't remember, we have a skeleton spawner. I was actually just standing on it at the beginning of the episode, but we have that disposal system that gets rid of bones. We'll probably have that turned off for a while and do some XP grinding and collect as many bones as possible, because we're going to need the bone meal for our tree farm here. So what we're going to do is, as you saw, we are going to be putting down we need to get some iron here. We're going to be putting down our trees and then peppering them with some bone meal and hoping that we see something grow. So let's make, actually, we need 2 hoppers. You know what, let's just make as many as we can here. 4, that looks like a good number. 1, 2, 3. I always do that. There we go. 4 hoppers. All right. I don't think we'll need that many for the build here, but we will see. All right. So this looks like a good location for our hopper clock. Wait a second. Let me think about this. We're going to need a comparator. I might as well make one of those real quick. Get smooth stone quartz. Going to need some redstone torches. And you just make a pyramid, 1, 2, 3, quartz in the middle, and stone. All right, so we got our comparator. We've got our hopper clock, or our 2 hoppers. And this isn't going to work here now. We need to have it up higher. Oh. give me a second here, guys. I'll get it. There we go. Because we need to leave enough room for the comparator to be able to do its comparison and then send a signal into the dispenser. Okay, so we need to set our comparator here, and then we'll put a bit of redstone there, and that will be our hopper clock. And throw whatever you want inside of there, and we should see it going back and forth. There you go, and there's our signal, and boom, we got a tree. So this is the foundation of our tree farm. And as you see, the clock's still ticking, but the bone meal wasn't going anywhere. So once the tree's fully grown, we don't have to worry about wasting any more bone meal. All right, so let's pop a lever on here. This is going to be our on-off master switch, and it's going to go right on right underneath the hoppers. This should send a signal to be strong enough to turn it off. So there we go. And that bit of redstone's not necessary. So there is the basic concept of our tree farm. What do you guys think? We're gonna it's not fully automatic, I guess I should say. It is semi-automatic because we need to manually place the sapling. All right, so the next thing that we need to do is we need to cap the top of our tree farm because we don't want what happened over yonder with the ginormous trees that have the branches that go everywhere, because if that happens, then the leaves don't despawn. If the leaves don't despawn, then we have a harder time growing more trees. All right, so we need to count up 7 blocks, I think, is the perfect height for oak saplings. And I think we got it. That cobble is obviously hideous. We're not going to keep it. So let's test it out. Put down our sapling and give it some bone meal. Let's see how long this takes. Boom! Got a tree. So that was actually pretty quick. Let me take 1 second here, guys. I need a drink. Okay. So we only used, 4 bone meal on that one, I think, before we got a tree. So that's pretty efficient so far. And that's something that as we add on to this system, we want to continue to check the efficiency and see if we can keep most of the mechanics away from where we want the tree to grow, because the more blocks there are in the space that the tree is supposed to grow, the more bone meal it's going to take, and the longer it's going to take that tree to actually grow in that area. So let's go ahead and make some repeaters. We're going to need a lot of these because we're going to have one place I know for certain we're going to have to delay the signal, and then also we're going to have a lot of close redstone work. And I want to make a redstone block because now we need our detector system that tells us, okay, a tree has grown. And what we're going to do is we're going to have a redstone block, and we're going to put a repeater. Okay, that's getting the signal, and we're going to put a repeater on the other side. Okay, now the purpose of the repeater on this side is to pass the signal through the tree base and into not the comparator. We want to pass this signal into the hopper clock, which will then stop it from running. Now we know we're not going to be wasting any bone meal if it continues to run. Here's the concept. Let's put our sapling down. All right, you see the signal coming through. We need to watch that redstone repeater next to the tree. There we go. It's on. And if you listen, the clock stopped and the dispenser quit firing. That's exactly what we wanted to happen. And it didn't take too much bone meal either, which is always a bonus. And the nice thing, you turn that lever and it doesn't matter. The system is locked. And there we go. Okay. So we got a little bit more work done here. We dug out some things underneath, and we're gonna take a peek here because we need to figure out what we're gonna do with the tree once it's grown. What I've decided to use is a piston block with dirt, and the reason for this is that we need to push the tree out of the way so that another tree will be able to grow there. And to do this, you need pistons, but we can't push with the dispenser where it is. So we need a piston first, the sticky piston with dirt that will push up once the tree is grown. The reason that I had to replace the redstone block is because it would mess with that piston in the center below. So we're in 1.6.1, like I said, and so why not mess around with some hardened clay and stain it. Still not sold on these colors. I think the yellow stained, it looks really good with the spruce wood. And whoop, there's a skelly. Look out. Come on. There we go. All right. So, like I said, I think the yellow looks good with the spruce wood. And as you can see, these mobs, they've really beefed them up. I don't know if you guys have had a chance to play. I'm sure you have, but the zombies in 1.6.1 are out of control. I love it. It's like every zombie movie you've ever seen where they walk around in hordes and they hear one and they follow, and then all of a sudden you're just swamped. You think there's one, and then you turn around and there's 20. It's great, the mechanic that they added for zombies. But anyway, I'm getting off track here. The game's awesome. I love the changes, the updates that they made. So anyway, what we're going to do with these yellow stained clay blocks, there we go, it's a mouthful, is try to lay it out where we're going to have redstone wiring so that we know that those blocks have wiring on them. Okay? So what we're running now is a switch or a signal that's going to come from our lever over around to the side where we need to send the signal through the tree. So we're going to flip the lever, and what's going to happen is it's going to send a signal to allow the hopper clock to turn on, and then it will also send this signal down along the bottom. And boy, do I hate building in swamps. Oh, the sound of those slimes makes my skin crawl. It's so, there you are. Get out of here. Come on. Get out of here. Come on. Go. Go. Upcoming episode idea is protection from mobs. I think we're going to solidify our base here with some sort of... Oh, my God. Come on, spiders. See what I'm talking about? There's just too many mobs. So, anyway, the signal from the switch on the far side, the master on-off switch, is coming around the outside, and we're going to bring it up through the floor here. Like I said before, we replaced the redstone block, which I really wanted to use, but it was messing with the mechanics of the piston. So we need a couple more of these yellow-stained blocks. Yellow-stained clay. There it is. I'll get it right. Give me enough time, and I'll get it right. All right, so we're going to need to pass this signal up from here, so let's invert it and put our block on top. Boom. There we go. Now it will get the signal from the lever, and we'll be ready to send the pulse through the tree once it's grown, and also the clock will be ticking, which will be feeding bone meal. So it's a two-lever thing. See, the signal's waiting, and the dispenser's firing. It's exactly what we wanted to happen. So let's give this a test with a sapling. Okay. Boom. There's our sapling. And we shouldn't have too many problems. Seems to be taking a little bit longer than... Oh, there we go. All right. A little bit more redstone than what we would have liked. But and there we go. Did you see what happened? Probably not. It happened pretty quick. But the piston with the dirt block below has pushed the tree up. It's exactly what we needed to happen. And I didn't expect it to work so quickly, to be honest. But we'll take it. It's exactly what we wanted, like I said. So... what we need to do is test our piston out again. So let's put down a wood block as if it was... you know what? Let's double check. Let's look at the top and make sure that I'm right and that it did actually fire. If we come up here... there should be a tree block or a leaf block there, and there's not. You see the actual trunk of the tree was pushed up through the top. So that lets us know that it did, in fact, work, guys. So we are in the right direction, which is awesome. So let's knock that down. And next thing we need to do is work on pistons pushing our tree. All right, so let's get these pistons laid out properly. We need, what's going to happen, the tree is going to get pushed up one block, and then we're going to have a string of pistons that's going to push the tree forward, essentially freeing up the space directly above the dirt block. So we need to figure out how high we need these to go. I'm thinking, let me get down, we need at least... 5 pistons, I think, would do the trick. I think we're good with what we have in our inventory now. That should do it. Yeah, that's perfect, actually. That glass block is what we have placed to prevent the tree from growing any higher. So there's our setup. That's going to work out pretty darn well. We need to figure out how we're going to wire these pistons. Shouldn't be too difficult. This is actually similar to a build that I did... back in my Tech It series. Obviously, it was a little bit easier to do with the mods that were provided. I know I did a bunch of stuff with the Red Power 2 mod, but okay, well, that's not supposed to happen. That piston is preventing the tree from growing because it's taking the block directly above it every time that it's feeding it bone meal. So we're actually going to have to replace these with sticky pistons. That way we can move the main piston block back one, and it won't get the signal, the same signal that the dispenser's getting. So if we just want to test this out real quick, let's throw in one sticky piston and just throw any block that we have here. We'll do the yellow stained clay right there, okay, and let's knock these out and give that a test here real quick. Okay, that's the action that we want. We don't want those to fire off until it detects that a tree is actually grown. Now, the only thing we want to... Oh, see? Now, that's actually pretty good. That didn't take too long to grow, so our detection rate is actually pretty good. Pleased with our progress, guys. So we flick that lever, it pushes it up, and then after it pushes up, we need to maybe a 1 or 2 tick delay of that same signal, and that'll push then... The pillar of pistons will push the tree forward this way, and I want to shove it down towards the water that way then, and we'll have some sort of storage room for all of our lumber over there. All right, guys, so I'm working on the wiring here, and we've got a visitor coming in from 8 miles away. I just wanted to show you real quick. Can't build through the night without these zombies just coming out of the woodwork. But like I said before, absolutely love the changes in their AI. It's perfect. All right, guys. You ready for the grand reveal? We did a lot of work off camera, but I realized that the episode was going to run super long if I tried to walk through everything because it took me a while to figure out all the wiring. So here we go, the grand reveal. 3, 2, 1, ta-da! And I'm standing too close for you guys to see it. There we go. All right. So it may look like a mess of wiring and blocks, but it is heaven to me. We did a lot of work on it, and I am eager to test it out with you guys. So let me show you real quick what we got going on. First of all, what we didn't show you here is it's simply just a chest for hold on a second, guys. All right, we're back. I think we got everything worked out. So where were we at? We were back here, right. I added a hopper in and a chest here, and that is strictly for bone meal, okay? And that's just going to feed the dispenser. So as you can see, we got some in there. I got to transport a bunch up from the dungeon still, but that's all this purpose is right here. It's just to feed a constant supply of bone meal into that dispenser. Okay, so we've got our lever here and our hopper clock here, which sends the comparator signal directly into the dispenser. I moved it over one, sort of condensed the space that it was using. So that is that, okay? Next, we have our area down below, which I sort of kneaded up and cleaned up a little bit. We've got our signal coming from our lever around the top here. And it actually goes up in two spots. It goes up here, and then it goes up here as well. Let me show you why we have two areas that it goes up. We have one here where we invert the signal and then delay it to come up this ladder of wiring, okay? If you do half slabs and space them out as if they were 4, you can do a step approach with redstone up. Pretty compact. And that's going to power our that's going to power our piston pushers, okay? Which is going to push our trees in that direction. The second signal that comes up is the signal that is going to be ready to detect when a tree is grown, which is then going to be read by this one and stop our hopper clock. Pretty basic stuff. And what happens then? This piston down below extends, pushes our tree up. These ones retract as we're growing and push the tree forward. Put another sapling, go at it again. They push down to this area. Okay, and this is basically the same setup as we have over here. Let me get out of the way. Where are we getting our signal from here? I forget where this signal's coming from. Oh, wait. It doesn't have a signal. We have a redstone torch, guys. All right. So our trees are going to slide down here. This redstone torch is there's going to be a block here when the trees get pushed. There's going to be 1, 2, 3, however many, 4, 5, our tree, okay? It's going to send a signal into this block. This repeater is going to pick up that signal. It's going to send it back into this block, which is then going to power our piston tower and push the tree that way. So we're going to have this nice basic sort of conveyor belt where the trees are going to get pushed down, and then when they get to here, they're going to start going in this direction. And the final idea is to have a massive sort of storage area for tree logs here that I can just come through and chop all down once we have a whole bunch. So what do you say we give the system a go and see how well it works? I'm excited. Let's see, we got this here. We got oak saplings. Let's get enough oak saplings, leaves. If I want to get some leaves, I can. I already did some, you can see, but not necessary right now. All we got to do now is put down our sapling and flip the switch. Oh, not playing another sapling. Flip the switch. All right. That retracted. Our bone mill's firing away. Let's see how long it takes to get a tree in there. Hopefully not too long. It's going to make for some boring videos. Okay, so we got our first tree. Now, like I said, it's a semi-automatic system. It's not fully automatic, and what that means is 1, 2, 3, lever down, tree gets pushed, plant it, lever up. We start bone milling for our next tree. All right, now the goal is to get this. Oh, all right, that was quicker. Lever, sapling, lever. And we could probably replace this lever with a pressure pad, maybe, where I step on it. Of course, then we would need some sort of T flip-flop or something. That could be a pain trying to figure all that out. Now, I also think if we wanted to expedite the growing process, if we stood here and we cleared out these leaves, giving more space for the, uh-oh, did we run out of bone meal? No, we got bone meal. Did I accidentally hit the lever? Uh-oh. Am I having server problems again? There we go. Why isn't it? Did I hit something? Something fell in here. There we go. Oops. That wasn't supposed to happen. Okay, so note to self, make sure that nothing falls into these hoppers. And you can actually prevent that. Let's see, you need a full block, not a half block. If you put a half slab, things would still get sucked through, but if you put full blocks on top like that, that should prevent anything from falling into those. So that's a good little thing that we learned. I'm glad that happened. All right, so we're waiting. Here we go. We need 2 more trees still. We need this one to grow and then 1 more. And we'll see if this works as designed. Okay, next tree. And this system's actually new to me too, so hopefully I'll get a little bit better. It'll be a little bit more efficient. There we go. And I'm excited for this one. This is the big one. So let's see if we can get around this side. Oh, wait, that's not going to work. We're not going to be able to watch it because we need to flick this lever. Again, semi-automatic, not fully automatic. Oh, boy. All right, we should have enough bone meal, guys. This is the true test right here. Let's see if it works. Should we give it a countdown? There we go. We've got it. And let's watch from this way. And it pushed. And a tree. And we hit it. And our trees start coming this way. So that's the system, guys. You tell me what you think in the comments. Let me know if you liked the episode. Any ideas you may have moving forward. I got a couple, one including a security wall here. There's a lot of swampy territory here that I don't really feel like clearing out. So we may just put a little protective wall here. I don't know. That's one idea. Might be doing some stuff with sheep and dyes. A lot of stuff. 1.6 is just a wealth of things that I'm excited about. But anyway, guys, that's going to do it for our episode today. I want to thank you all for all the support you guys have been giving me. Minecraft, keep your eyes open for Feed the Beast. It's going to be coming back soon, just figuring out map and server situation. So for Scrotitis, this has been another episode of Minecraft. I want to thank you guys again, and I will check you guys all in the next episode. We will see ya.